A deeply troubling trend has emerged in recent days. Some Western media outlets, including the New York Times and Deutsche Welle, are using a tragic blaze in Hong Kong to attack the one country, two systems. They question the region's governance and even argue that Hong Kong's Legislative Council election should not have proceeded as scheduled. Linking a fire to a political system is nonsensical and worse, deeply disrespectful to the victims, the first responders and the entire community that rallied together. So let's set the record straight. Fires are heartbreaking. They are not ideological weapons and they happen in every society. In the UK, the Grenfell Tower blaze in 2017 claimed 72 lives. In the US, the Maui wildfire in 2023 killed over 100 people. Did these media outlets question the failure of the British or American political systems? So why is Hong Kong treated differently? Because for years, they have used every opportunity to discredit the one country, two systems. That pattern is the real story. Now, the One Foot Court blaze was heartbreaking and did reveal shortfalls in management, offering lessons for the future. But the response has been swift, professional, and effective. When the blaze broke out, Hong Kong's Fire Services Department mobilized instantly. Frontline firefighters entered smoke-filled corridors for multiple rounds and search and rescue, carrying survivors on their backs despite almost zero visibility. And there is more. Something some Western media refuse to report. Under one country, two systems, help arrived from across the mainland within hours. For example, neighboring Guangdong province immediately coordinated rescue equipment and medical supplies to Hong Kong. Volunteers from Shenzhen and Zhuhai crossed the border to assist NGOs in Hong Kong with relief logistics, not to mention donations from across the country. Significant amount from the mainland has poured in following the fire. The China Social Welfare Foundation alone has raised some 67 million yuan from nearly 1.5 million donors. The support fund for One Foot Court in Tai Po, established by the SAR government, has received donations totaling some 3 billion Hong Kong dollars as of December the 7th. On top of providing temporary housing, various forms of subsidies and allowances have been provided to those affected. There is also one social worker assigned to each household. These are not signs of a system failing. These are signs of a system functioning well. Now, a New York Times report also suggested Hong Kong pushed displaced residents of One Foot Court to vote, implying that the government was cold and Beijing-oriented. But the interview only those opposed to holding the election. None of the many voices that support the proceeding were quoted. Where is the journalistic integrity? Where is the professionalism? Even more absurdly, they implied that respecting legal procedures is insensitive, as if Hong Kong's democratic process should be suspended every time a disaster occurs. Governance doesn't stop after tragedy, it becomes ever more necessary. The LegCo election follows a legal timetable under Hong Kong's basic law order. Postponing the election would have harmed the very victims the critics claim to care about. Meanwhile, the central government fully supports Hong Kong in balancing compassion with governance. This alignment ensures Hong Kong can both mourn and move forward. That is responsible leadership. One country, two systems is working, especially in moments of crisis. Tragedies should unite societies, not be weaponized for ideological narratives, and certainly not distorted into attacks on a constitutional arrangement that has protected Hong Kong for decades.